Quadruped spine positional isometric, and this can be for flexion, but the same concepts will apply to extension as well. What we're going to do is get into an all fours position, quadruped to start, and you're going to get to where you feel like you can get to without pain. And that's the big key here is we're trying to find pain-free areas that we can simply contract in. Okay, planks can sometimes fit into this as well, but this is a good way to be a little more specific and make sure we're not challenging too much too soon. So from this position, if let's say I'm in quadruped here, I'm going to simply round up and I'm going to find where my end range is. So certain days you just might not have a lot of range here. Like you just can't get up enough. That's okay, that happens. But what we don't do is not train it on those days. We still have to train it somehow, just in a slightly less range of motion. So instead of starting maybe like, hey, I've even done pales and rails heel before, or I've previously gotten to this range, but today I don't have that range of motion. Okay, I come down here and I simply perform a rep here. What a positional isometric here is simply is getting into this position and then trying to push the hands and knees away while my spine isn't as rounded up here. So all I'm doing for 30 seconds, whatever it is just simply push the hands and knees away, trying to squeeze the spine. Again, provided that does not hurt you at all. That's the big key, is just getting some contractions in. Be firm for that entire time that it says to do the rep. So if it's shorter reps, 8 to 10 seconds, that's kind of building you up to getting some longer duration stuff. If it's 30, 45 seconds to a minute, even longer sometimes, we're just trying to keep that firm contraction the whole time to get some good areas in that spine working again and reminded of what they can and can't do, trying to teach some of that connective tissue what it should be able to do. As best as you can, if it says different spots, you modulate your spine angle. So for example, your first rep, if let's say you're having a really rough day, it might be right here, like completely flat. And you just might think, okay, push hands and knees apart, squeeze right there. And that's it. That's all you can do, right? But let's say, hey, after 30 seconds or whatever the rep is, you say, okay, I can get a little bit more flexion here. And then I press and do a rep there. Okay, maybe I can do a little bit more here. And then that's it, right? Maybe that's as far as you can go today. But get into that position and contracting is so much better than doing nothing, because we're teaching that system how to function even on its worst day. And that's what this is about, just having those really consistent, inputs on a daily basis that says, hey, here's what I want you to do. Here's what I need you to do. Don't take that away from me. Don't take that away from me long term.